What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Today we're going to kind of flip the script a little bit. We're still going to be doing some Pearl Jam. You guys have been asking for a lot of Pearl Jam. And look, I'm not complaining. I'm not. I'm just saying there's a lot. So, brace yourselves. We're going to be here for a while. Get comfortable. Anyway, I got this request, well, I got a string of requests, I should say, from my brother, who is a huge Pearl Jam nut. I mean, to say he's a fan is quite a bit of an understatement. He sent me a whole list, and
What's the matter with you?
I'm torn. You know, should I do them all because he's my brother, or should I do them all because he's a viewer, or should I say screw him and just not do them all? I'm going to take the middle approach and the first approach. Aww. I'm going to be the good big brother here, okay? So I'm going to tackle these, obviously. But I am going to kind of flip the script a little bit. One of the first requests he sent me was a cover. Now, here's my conundrum here, and I'm hoping maybe you guys can see where I'm going with this. It's very hard for me to react to a cover if I'm not familiar with the original song. You know, look, if you want me to react to a cover of Iron Fist from Motorhead, no problem. You want me to react to a cover of Detroit Rock City from Kiss, no problem. But when you're asking me to react to a cover of a song that I may or may not have ever heard before, it's kind of tough. So my brother wanted me to react to a cello and piano cover from Brooklyn Duo. They did a cover of Pearl Jam's Better Man. Well, here's the problem with that. I don't know if I've ever heard the song before or not. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say if it's a good cover or if it's an accurate cover if I've never heard the song before. So we are going to flip the script a little bit. Instead of doing the cover, I'm going to react to the original. Because, like I said, I may or may not have heard the song before. I don't know. If I have, of course, I'll say it. If I haven't, we'll just keep on trucking. So we're going to do this reaction to Pearl Jam, Better Man, the original. This comes from Pearl Jam Topic is the original poster. It's got 4.999 million views. So it's up there. It'll definitely get you there. Link to the original video will be down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Other than that, I think we're ready to get started. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see. Better Man. It's Pearl Jam, I promise. Pearl Jam's Better Man. Here we go. Let's do this. Kind of Black Sabbath-y. What? What? Time out. Stop.
What the hell?
Wait a minute. We switched from Black Sabbath to friggin' Goo Goo Dolls. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell's going on tonight?
That intro made no sense. Wait. We're gonna go back. That's so Sabbath.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
I am trying to wrap my head around this. I'm having a very hard time. I haven't even gotten to the song yet. I'm still focused on intro. That intro was sweet. That intro was awesome. It was so Sabbath. It was fantastic. I could totally hear Tony Iommi on that. I could totally hear it. What the hell happened?
Burn all the babies!
Alright, I gotta move forward. Let's... Okay, just push. Just push. It sounds familiar.
Waiting, watching the clock. It's 4 o'clock. It's got to stop.
Wait.
Tell him, take no more. She practices her speech as he opens the door. She rolls over, pretends to sleep as he looks her over.
Time out. Okay. Full disclosure, I have heard this song before. It sounds familiar. So I have heard it. I'm not like familiar with it. I'm not like, you know, I don't have this song memorized or anything like that, but I know I've heard this song before, probably when I was in high school. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been misled. I didn't know this was Pearl Jam. I thought...
You brought this on yourselves!
I may get slammed here. Okay, listen, I know all the Pearl Jam fans are going to slam me for this. Honest to God, I swear to God, I thought this was the Goo Goo Dolls.
Are you kidding me?
I know. Hate me. Go ahead.
You suck!
This does not sound like your typical Pearl Jam song from what I've heard in the past. Now, granted, my exposure to Pearl Jam has been limited, so I don't have a whole lot to go on. But this sounds way more like the Goo Goo Dolls than it does Pearl Jam, to me, anyway, from back in the day. So I was under the impression this was the Goo Goo Dolls. This is Pearl Jam.
That's the fact, Jack!
Okay, well, look, you learn something new every day. That's cool. Let's keep going. I mean, I have heard it, so, but I'm not, like, in love with it. It's not one of those songs that I can look back and go, oh, yeah, I know the lyrics to this, and I know how it goes. I have no idea how the song goes. I know I've heard it. So, let's see where we go here. Let's see where this roller coaster takes us.
She lies and says she's in overtime. Can't find a better man. She dreams in color, she dreams in red. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man.
This... Okay, I get it. It's Pearl Jam. I understand that. I understand that is a fact.
That's a fact.
I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that this is Pearl Jam, though. This does not sound anything like them. It's very soft, very subdued, very mellow. It's not what I'm used to from Pearl Jam. Let's keep going.
There's no one else who needs to know. She tells herself.
Ah, now the drums kick in. Okay. Now the song's coming to life. Here we go. All right, let's back it up a bit. I want to hear that. I want to hear it come back in again. Okay. I know I've heard this song before. I know I have. I know it's been used in TV. I know it's been used in movies. I'm positive. And I know I've heard it more than once. I know I've heard it more than just in passing. So, all right, let's keep going. Now, okay, but now I know it's not the Goo Goo Dolls. It's Pearl Jam. Ha ha! Okay, the truth has been revealed.
That's the truth!
Let's keep going.
Who needs to know? She tells herself.
drums are very forward in the mix. It's actually kind of hard to hear Eddie Vedder's vocals. The drums are really on top. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. I mean, the mix of the drums is good. Everything's balanced within the drums themselves. The snare may be a tiny bit overpowering, but you want that, I think. I think that's what they were going for. And you always want the snare to be forward. You don't want the toms to be burying the drums. That's never, the toms be burying the snare. That's never a good thing. But I think they could have pulled back on the drums just like maybe 0.4 or 0.5 dB. Just pull it back a little bit so Eddie's vocals could come out a little bit more. That's just me. That's just me. Let's keep going. Yeah. That I recognize. The chorus is catchy as hell. It's catchy as hell. The hook is there. Definitely there. The minute I heard the chorus, I was like, yes, I know for a fact now I've heard this song. That sounds very familiar. Yes, I have heard this. Okay, let's definitely keep going. Let's finish this out. Stop. I am going to rewind a bit. I want to show off something here. Right here, I think. You know you got a good vocalist when they don't rely on vibrato to disguise their inability to hold a pitch. You know, there are a lot of vocalists out there that get a lot of credit for being great vocalists, despite the fact that they have a very hard time holding pitch exactly flatlined. And they use vibrato to disguise it. And you can always tell. You can always tell. Because you'll see the look on their face like, oh my gosh, I better start my vibrato because I'm starting to lose my pitch. Ah! Right there was a great example of a singer who doesn't need vibrato to hide anything. They can hold a pitch flatline, no problem. I'm really getting a newfound respect for Eddie Vedder. After doing all of these Pearl Jam reactions and hearing his vocal ability, I have a newfound respect for him. I really do. This just takes it even higher. The fact that he's able to hold a note, not rely on vibrato, and just hold it flat. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Great job. Another singer that I like to compare, this is probably the best guy that I know of that is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band Jane's Addiction, but the lead singer, Perry Farrell, that guy can hold a note for days and no vibrato, just hold it. And there's no wavering at all. Not even like 5 cents. I mean, the guy is just dead on with his vocals and he can hold it forever. And I have a lot of respect for Perry Farrell as a vocalist. This guy right here, Eddie Vedder, is right up there. After hearing that note held, no vibrato, I can't tell if there's auto-tune. I don't think there is. I don't hear any. No, I'm appreciating this. I'm definitely appreciating the vocal ability, especially. Let's keep going. Like those stops. got a little gruff there. Like that. Always like that. I always like it when people are able to switch up clean to gruff and back and forth. It shows versatility and it shows vocal ability, and I appreciate both. Especially when you have an upbeat, like I feel like that's the pinnacle of the song right there. Like that's the high point of the song. You want to change it up a little bit. You want to put a little more attitude on it, and he did a great job right there. Let's keep going. Great. If you go back and listen right there, those last like 30 seconds, really, really listen to the kick drum and the bass player. They are absolutely in sync. The kick, the bass drum, and the bass player, they are absolutely right on top of each other. And that I love it when that happens. A lot of bands don't. A lot of bands, the bass player will go off and do his own thing while the drummer's doing his own thing. And they lock in, and that's cool and all. But when you have the bass player plucking the note at the exact same time that the kick drum is hitting, it just sounds fuller. It sounds more in control. It just sounds tighter. And that sounds really good. I love that. You'll see that a lot in jazz. Progressive jazz, not so much, classic big band jazz, but in the more progressive jazz, modern jazz styles like the Rippingtons or like Chick Corea, Hiroshima. You'll hear a lot of bands where the bass player and the drummer, especially the kick drum, they're just on lock, and it sounds so good. It sounds so tight. And right there, I'm sure, look, if they were doing it in those 30 seconds, I'm sure they were doing it through the whole song. It's just in those 30 seconds, the drums and the bass really kind of came forward, and I could really hear it. And that sounds awesome. Love it. Love that. Love everything about it. Let's finish this. Oh, wait, gotta hear that again. Ooh, that's tasteful. And the bass player on the other side. Yeah, that was, hey now. Yeah, okay, great ending, very tasteful ending, awesome. Well, there you go. That was Pearl Jam with Better Man. Yeah. That was a really great song. Thoughts? Okay, so, like I said earlier, I was under the impression that song was by the Goo Goo Dolls. I had no idea that was by Pearl Jam. Very poppy, like very commercial, and coming from a band that was supposedly grunge, writing a commercial song was a major faux pas. That was never the intention. Like, and I love how Nirvana would be like, we're not trying to be commercial, and there they are, putting out hit after hit. But that's not necessarily their fault. That's the public. That's the public taking something that they wrote and making it popular. So, do I blame Pearl Jam for writing a poppy song? I don't know if that was their intention. I don't know if that was their intent to make a poppy song, but it certainly comes off as poppy. Now, that may also, this was on their first album. This was off their second or third album, I think. I don't know. I don't know what album it was off of. But in any case, that might have been due to pressure from the record company as well. You'd be amazed how much power and sway the record company has on an album. Let me tell you, folks, they have all the power. They really do. It's the record company. They're the ones footing the bill, so of course they're the ones who are going to have complete and total say on an album, which kind of sucks. One of these days, I'm going to go off on a rant. I'm going to do an absolute rant for 10 minutes on the record industry. And I promise you, it'll be entertaining, and it'll be very insightful. I know quite a bit about the recording industry, and It's dirty. It is absolutely dirty. Let me just tell you, all the bands out there who are wishing and hoping and dreaming of getting a record contract, don't do it. I'll explain in my rant one of these days when I do it. Just trust me on this. Don't do it. Getting back to the song. It's poppy. It is catchy. Well written. A very well written song. You could listen. You could write a poppy tune and have it be well written. Just because it's a poppy tune doesn't mean it's crap. It just means it's a poppy tune. It's catchy. It's upbeat. It's got a great flow to it. The musicianship is there. Obviously, like I said earlier, with the bass and drums especially, they're on lock. I loved that. My only gripe, like I said, when the drums came in, it just felt like the drums buried Eddie's vocals. I just felt like the drums were a little too far forward, but that's not their fault. That's the engineer's fault. That's in the mix. So there's that. That intro is just distracting. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I heard that intro, and I'm thinking this is going to be dark. This is going to be doomy. This is going to be menacing. This is going to be awesome. And then it stops, and here comes this total 180, and let's do a happy poppy tune. You ruined a great intro. I'm sorry, but I think they just absolutely ruined that intro. Now look, I'm sure that was the effect they're going for. I'm sure they were trying to do that to kind of mislead people, and hello, 180, here we go with a happy poppy tune. I'm sure that was their intent. Mission accomplished. Me personally, I didn't like it. I think it would have been more effective if they had left the intro out and just started on the song. And saved the intro for something that actually was kind of gloomy and doomy and heavier and, darker. But that's just me, take that for what it's worth. Great song overall. Like I said, I really don't have too many complaints about it from a songwriting aspect. The mix, engineering it, I think it could have been done better. On a scale of 1 to 10, remember folks, I gotta be tougher here. I've been giving out way too many 9s. I've been getting some comments about that. You're too nice. You're giving too many 9s. I agree, I have been.
That's the truth.
Even with that being said, I'm still gonna give this a score that's up there. I'm gonna give this a.
Get on with it!
I'm gonna give this a 7.7. 7.7. Like I said, great song, well written, well executed. Not a fan of that intro at all. That intro is just, to be honest with you, it upset me. It really did. I don't know if I showed that in my reaction.
Don't be upset.
I was upset. I was actually pretty upset. And the engineering, like I said, the drums just came in a little too heavy. I feel like the drums kind of buried Eddie's vocals at the beginning. It was kind of hard to hear it. But overall, good song. Well written, well executed, feels good, very commercial. I can see it being used, like I said, in TV and movies everywhere. So, 7.7, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys did like the video and you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base and hit that button down there. I know it doesn't say fan base button. I know it says something else, but it's YouTube. What can I do? But yeah, feel free to join the fan base if you would like to. Now, if you don't want to join the fan base for whatever reason, it's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did like the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll help me out quite a bit, and it'll do you absolutely no harm. There is a bell that you can hit that will notify you if you do join the fan club. You hit that bell, it'll let you know when new content drops, so feel free to hit that as well. Other than that, I think we're done for the day here. So yeah, we're good. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.